All right. Welcome everyone. So this will be the video for our story estimates. Um, I'll quickly introduce myself. So I'm Charlie or Han, and I'll be the agile customer. Suk.
I'm Sukhmannat Singh, and I'll be a developer.
I'm Sanjay, and I'll be a developer as well.
Yeah, thank you. So we are missing two members right now. So we're missing Purodhika. So she's sick. So not sure if she'll be available for this one. And then we're also missing Puneet. Seems like he's running late or something. So yeah. So we're gonna get started first. So we'll actually just start with the first story here. So I'll read it out. It says, as a graduate, I want to sell my textbooks that I no longer need so I can redeem the cost of my textbooks.
Mhm. Uh, so I would say about two hours for this one.
So we are put any chat.
You probably want to send that to me in the chat
Oh,
because we want it
okay.
to be anonymous. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this. If you're not clear on what this story is for, we can have that discussion. This is a good time to mention we have already decided that one story point is 1 hour. That's how we're going to be using that. So, yeah. Okay, so I have the estimates of it. So it looks like we have some differences. So we have I'll start. So we have a story point of 2 from Suk, and then a story point of 5 from Sanjay. Um, so I'll start with you, Sanjay. Then, why did you choose 5?
Because I think this might involve a little bit of work because we have to create like I guess the listing to actually story listing, and then we might have to view it. So you have to create part of like the customer profile as well as the buyer profile to pull that data. So I think it might be a little work involved. I don't know. Maybe Soup might be a lot faster at coding.
Well, now that you mention it, it might be longer than two for sure. Uh, but I think the only thing we need to do is implement a form for uploading the book and just have the buyer view it. We only need one profile for the seller. We don't need a buyer profile until he buys the book, right? So
So,
this is
so we
just
like
for,
we need to store the data like in maybe a database or something like that.
yeah, we might, yeah, yeah. We will need a database, I think, yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned multiple profiles, but I think Suk's right. We only need one, right?
Yeah.
Um, like the count stuff technically is not part of this story, right? And we don't
Yes.
technically need it. Like as long as the functionality is there, then when it comes to accounts and stuff, then we can make those changes if need be.
Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe we can go up to three or four
I
from my
guess.
perspective.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess we'll put it in chat, but yeah, I guess that
yeah, put it in the chat.
Oh,
that's what.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we have to
sorry.
read it. No, it's good though. I think that's
Yeah,
uh usually people just discuss at this point, but
yeah. Usually, yeah. That's
Can we
how we
use
do.
points like 0.5?
I think so,
To
but
round it,
try to avoid that as much as possible.
round
Okay.
it to the nearest story point.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got the estimates in again. So we have 3 from Suk and then 4 from Sanjay.
Right. So at this point, we can
Yeah, we can just
um
negotiate.
yeah.
yeah, I usually this is pretty close, right? 3 and 4, especially
Mhm.
since it's hours and not weeks or
Yeah.
whatever. Um Suk, are you okay with giving it 4? Or
Yeah,
Sanjay, did you
yeah.
want to Like, yeah, if you usually we take the higher one, right? Just in case.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
okay.
I'm okay with 4. Yeah.
Hey, Puneet has joined, by the way, for the record of
Yeah.
this call.
Hi, good morning.
All right, yeah, we just got started. We're it should
Just
go
did the
here.
first one. Yeah.
Yeah, we just did the first one. Thank you. So, since you're here, what do you think about 4 points? Does that look okay? We won't go through the process. We'll just do that with you starting the next one. But 4 points for listing the book.
That's like 4 hours.
4 point means what, like?
Yeah, so 1 point is 1 hour.
Okay. And we are giving points to them?
Story points, yes.
Oh, okay.
A time estimate to do the work.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. So I'll quickly just make just quickly change that so we have a spot for 4 points. All right, let's go on. Let's move on. So the next story is, as a delivery admin, I want to be able to see and edit the status of any active order. Any questions about this? Oh, I see some estimates already starting to roll in. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Just waiting on you, Puneet. So
For me,
Yeah, you
like,
can direct message Charlie your estimate.
yeah, direct message me with the estimate of the story.
okay.
Okay. So, you can just ask the question if you have a question. Uh, so we're giving the points to these stories by estimating. So think about if you were given this story, right? So you have to implement this feature. How long do you think it would take you to do it? That's usually how many hours, right? Let's say that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I think 3 to 4 hours.
Just
Send it in the chat to Charlie.
yeah. So we're following the process. So like you need to send that in to me via private message.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
I guess this point wasn't clear to everyone
Yeah.
about direct messaging. I was also
Okay.
doing the same thing.
Yeah. Um, okay, great. So we have quite a number of different estimates. So we have a 2, a 7, and a 4. So I'll start with Sukde because you're the highest at 7. Can you give some explanation of why?
Well, I think it's high because as a delivery admin, first of all, we need an admin profile to give him special access. Secondly, we need a full-on database for this because he needs to see all active orders. So we need to implement a full-on database for this. And thirdly, we need to give him the edit option for the order as well. So that's why I think that's a bit of a long story.
Okay. Anybody? Well, what about you, Sanjay? What do you think? because you gave two. So
Yeah. So I was thinking the database from the book thing, but I guess we're not doing it in order. I guess it would have been there already, like the book listing and everything. So all we have to do is like maybe create like a kind of like a form to just edit that field, the status field of the order process. So I thought maybe towards we just have to like edit a field. That's what I thought, that might be there already.
um okay. So yeah. Is that gonna be there? What do you guys think? Because um I don't think it would be, right? Because this is a different view.
Mhm.
Like it's an order view, so not a listing, which is different, right? Because order will include certain information from the listing, but also other information. So I think that's why Suk said
Oh,
a different database or like
Yeah,
um table, I
okay.
guess, different
yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
All right. Yeah.
the listing database will have every book that's listed, but the order database will only have the ones that
Oh,
the
probably
orders
order
that have actually
table.
been placed, right?
Okay.
So that's why 7 might be too high if you think, but
Uh, Question, if we are having two different database for one that we have ordered and for one for the all the books, isn't it gonna be like tough to implement? Because what I was thinking is we only have like one database and we're gonna filter the data while we are fetching for the delivery admin from the database.
the problem with that would be an ordered book will have different details such as delivery address, delivery dates, all that stuff.
So I think that's a terminology issue, actually. I think
Mhm.
we're still going to be using a single database, whether that's
Yes.
SQL, right? Like it's just a different table within the
Yeah.
database.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
a
Table.
different
yeah.
table within the
Mm,
database. Yes.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
yeah. Good question. Yeah, that was okay. Uh, I think Puneet is in the middle, but did you have anything to add for your estimate, Puneet?
Uh, I thought like it would take 4 hours because like I have worked on the one of the application in which we use the MongoDB database, and for that you need to create a connection with the database. Afterwards, you even if you introduce the option, so there's a like a, like difficult coding part which you need to connect the option to the database to filter the data and to make any changes in that. So that's why I said.
Yeah, I think you bring up a good point in the sense that this does depend on whether a database connection has already been set up with the application, right? If it hasn't and you're starting like from actual
From the
scratch,
yeah,
Mhm.
then it will probably take a little bit longer than if it's already been set up, then
yeah.
it'll be, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, so try to strike a middle ground on what you think the estimate is again. So send it in once more, updated, of course. Okay. I see 5 points across the board. So that's good. All right. Okay. Oh, I need to also. All right. Next, as a delivery admin, I want to have a special account for myself. Let me know if there are any questions. If not, feel free to submit the.
So, oh, sorry, I had a question. So did that include like the account from the last story we did? Would that include like
Um. So
this, delivery
y
admin? I want to be able to see and edit. status of any active order.
To test this one, we will need an account, yes. But
Oh, we're
to
not
make
building the
it, would
account
you?
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wouldn't need to, right? Because it's just like that's authorization like focused, which
Right,
is
right.
kind of
Okay.
what this is. Yeah.
Uh, I have a suggestion for this one. Uh, we are talking about a different, special account for the delivery admin. I think instead of making that, if we can uh, just implement something else, like uh, for example, what will be the differentiating the members account and the delivery admins account? That would be a simple a keyword or something unique starting from, so that our system will know, like, this is not a simple member. This is a delivery admins or some admins account. For example,
So it sounds like you're
in
talking about implementation, right? Like how we will actually do it.
yes.
As a customer, I don't know anything about that, and I kind of don't care, you know? But yeah, like I think that will factor into your estimate. So if you think like, oh, we just need to do this, then you would give a low estimate. If you think, oh, I don't even know how I would start doing that, then you would give a higher
Okay.
estimate, right? That's how it.
Okay.
Yep, yep. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. Just I don't think you need to.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Uh, so just send in the estimates when ready. I have two so far.
Also, I just want to say, because we don't want the video to be too long, let's not take too long to send in the estimates. Yeah, like
Okay.
1 minute is, I think, enough
Yeah.
to
Try
think
to
about
be
it.
quick because we'll have to talk about it and then maybe do another
Yeah,
one, right? Yeah.
right.
Okay. Good. So I have them now. So we have 1, 2, and 1. Is everybody good with 2, or how we want to? Um, Sanjay is the one with the 2. Uh,
Yeah, I figured it might take a little while to test and edit, but I'm fine with one. It can be done one.
1. No, we can go with 1.
Okay.
1's the majority.
Yeah.
We won't do it because it's so close, right?
Mhm.
No need to redo it.
Yeah.
Aha, this
Well,
box is fine.
the estimates also depend upon if the connection has been made or not to the database. So,
This one.
I don't think it does.
I'll bring it back in for discussion.
Because this is just an account. We don't need a database yet. The database is only for the orders and the listings, right?
okay,
You might need a
so
user account database, so
where
Oh,
I gonna store my users data, like how are we gonna authenticate the data then?
oh, in that way, then we need a database for almost everything, right? So I think we should assume that the database has already been implemented in that case,
Okay,
because we can't assume that we have to implement the database for every single story, right?
oh, right.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's not about the story now. Like if we are creating an account, like for sure we need a database for that
Mm-hmm. But we don't need
because
a different database, right? We only
yeah,
need a different table.
different fields, yeah, just to authenticate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think, yeah, that's the only thing that we will be doing, right? For authentication, just have it in the database and then check it with the application because the database has already been connected.
Oh,
That's what we are
okay,
assuming, right?
okay, got it.
That's my point of view. Like, you can counter if you think it's different.
No, I was I was not aware. Like, database has been said. We are taking the estimate regarding according to that.
Yeah, we can't just completely discount the database because if we do that, then all our stories will be slightly
Yeah.
like underestimated. So,
Yeah.
if you want, we can do like 1.5, add in
Okay.
the potential database work, the tables
I
work that
think
need
I
to be
think we have
done.
to round it to a whole number.
Okay, this is okay. So, what do you think? One, just for everything database, or two?
Well, even if it's the database, we only need two fields, a username and a password, right? It's not a big table at all. So
Uh, I think we will need the name, password, and date of birth, email address. These kind of fields. Some in case of what if delivery admin or some member has forgotten their password, or they want to like make a new password. So for that
but
reason,
is that a part of the user story though?
but this would be like a norm.
Okay.
If for example, like if I'm a delivery admin, if I messed up with my password and I have forgotten somehow, or a member, so how we gonna authenticate the data? Like how we gonna give him the option to forget the password? This is
Well, if you're
a
gonna go deep for this one, a delivery admin, he's an admin, so creating a new password is up to the management team, not to the admin himself. That's the forgot password is more for the users than the admin. An admin is given a password; he doesn't create a password in
okay.
the business world. So
But this happens sometimes. Admins also forgot their passwords, or so how we gonna proceed with that case?
yes, that would be a ticket to the management team, not for the
IT or
application to
something,
solve. Yeah,
usually.
for the
Yeah.
IT department.
Okay, and so just with the username, they will reset the password.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this could happen. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's move on. A lot of these. As an administrator, I want to be able to manage accounts. So the acceptance is a test by displaying a list of accounts and check if those accounts can be managed, meaning I assume edited, right? The fields and stuff like that. Yeah. I see some estimates coming in. Okay. I see 2 3 points and 1 2 points. So Sanjay, you did 2 points. Do you
Oh,
wanna? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, these are pretty close, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with three. I was just trying to see, maybe if we work efficiently. But yeah, I just figure that the accounts will be there. We just have to kind of give the admin account access to it. But yeah, it might still take a little maybe trial and error. So three is safe.
Good. Uh, anything anybody else wants to add?
Nothing from me.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Okay, great. All right, let's take this time to now quickly do the triangulation. So here's the chart of what we have. So we have assigned the listing of a book and viewing that listed book, right? That as 4 points. Do you agree that that's less work than being able to see and edit the status of any active order, which we assigned 5 points for.
Well, the reason that one has 5 points is because we assume that we will be implementing the database for this one, which will later disregard it that the database has already been connected.
Kind of like half and half, like some work will need to be done for the database anyways.
Yeah.
Mm.
So maybe it's 4 for this one. I'm not sure.
What does everybody else think?
I see and edit. Yeah, I think it makes sense because remember we said that as a W admin that's like an order table, so we have to create that order table, and that might be a little more work. They seem very similar, so I think it is because the graduate was the right. We would have that just that one listing, that one account.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it that might involve a little more, just a little bit more work. They're very similar though.
Yeah, I agree. It almost is the same, but I think this one requires you to edit and stuff, right? So that's
Yeah.
like additional work.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's look at this one now. So as an administrator, I want to be able to manage accounts. So we give that 3 points for managing
oh yeah,
accounts.
that's definitely less work, and that's just
Then,
editing
Yeah.
accounts.
and then let's compare it with, for as a delivery admin, I want to have special account for myself. So creating a special account for delivery admin is approximately 3 times less work than giving an administrator ability to manage accounts. Approximately.
Yes, that's just a simple account creation.
Oh, for the account creation, it's just authentication that we have to look out for.
Oh, mhm.
But to be able to manage accounts, well, first of all, we need to for managing accounts, we need to have an accounts database first of all. Then we also need to make the fields for every account editable, or every field that the administrator has control over editable. So I think that's fine.
So now is the kicker. The comparison between these two. So here, managing accounts is 3 points, and then managing orders is 5.
Yeah. Um.
I guess here in the admin we assume the accounts are there already, so it's just a matter of pulling that data.
But that's the same for the order, right?
Yeah, orders
The
would be
order's
there
already
right?
there.
We assume we had to create the orders. That's
No, for to be able to change the status of any active order, the
oh
order has already
right.
to be
Oh,
there, right? So maybe we should have them both at 3. Um,
Yeah, was that the confusion? We thought we had to create a bunch of orders.
well, my viewpoint for 5 was was that we had to deal with the database entirely, like from scratch. That's why I put 5.
Okay.
But if we're disregarding half of the database work, then maybe it's 3, I guess, because these should be in the same category, whether we put them in 5 or 3. I think they should be in the same category.
so maybe 4 might be a better estimate. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, that does match up with this kind of for the most part.
Yeah, because yeah, they're very similar.
Okay. Wow, triangulation helped a lot actually.
Yeah.
Good. Browse.
Okay.
These are kind of separated out. So as a delivery admin, I want to be able to contact the customer via email. So this is email communication only. Okay. Some estimates. Okay, I have 1, 1, and 2. So talk about the highest, Puneet. 2. Um, why 2?
So for me, I gave the 2 point because uh, I'm not properly aware how we can connect the data admins, delivery admins to the customer via email or the chat. So, like which interface or what kind of the which
Mm,
interface we are going to use for that.
okay.
So that's why.
Okay. Maybe the other 2
Yeah,
can.
well, the answer to that would be we already have a customer database, right? We are assuming that at this point,
Yeah.
especially for this story. So all we need to do is pull the email from that database and just, send an email.
Yeah, I understood that, but are delivery admin gonna do that from Gmail itself? Like how it would
I
be
mean,
like from our application, or they will, take the email and they will do it on the work account. So,
emails are
they are,
usually sent through Gmail or Outlook anyway.
yeah, but there are some like applications, websites,
Yeah,
they have the like,
yeah,
on
email
web
built in.
pages, they have the,
Mhm.
email options they can send right away from there. They don't have to, take the email and do it on the Outlook from there. So I was just wondering about the
Ok-
interface.
Okay, so are we implementing that? Wouldn't that be a different?
I don't,
Mm,
I'm
that
not
might
sure.
be a
Are
different
we?
story as well, right?
Yeah.
The acceptance criteria just says that it needs to give an option for the admins to contact. Sorry, I split these out. That's why it mentions chat. But
So as a
via
customer, would you want that built into your site, or would that be
um,
might be
I
nicer
Yeah.
think I just want a
within the site?
button next to the customer that I can click, and then if that
Open
opens
the
up a email form for me, bought from Outlook or Gmail, or it opens up another form on the website, I kind of don't care. Like it's fine either way. Maybe on the website it's better, but I'm admin, right? I'm not even the customer, like in this use case. So I think I can handle it if it's opens up my email or my work email or whatever.
All
Okay,
right.
well, yeah, then that would simplify it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it is sending from my professional email account though. It wouldn't open up my personal email inbox or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay,
It would
cool.
be richer login to, I guess, but yeah.
Um, all right, with that information, send in the estimates one more time because there was actually a discussion this time. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're a little behind, so let's
Yes.
quicken up,
Okay,
please.
yeah.
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 Okay, I see 1 point across the board. Let's continue. So the next one is the same thing, but it's just via chat. Okay. So feel free to send in the thing, but it's just as a delivery admin, I want to be able to contact the customer via chat. I see 2, 2, and 1. 1 from Puneet, 2 from the others.
Yeah, I think if we are doing with the email, we are just giving the option and it will go through the admin's account. For the chat, I haven't thought about any different interface. So it will be an application within our website. So that will, send a direct message to the customer's text like phone or something.
Uh, okay.
Um, wouldn't we be implementing a chat interface for this? just like the one we have for buyers and sellers. So that's what a direct message inside the application would be, right? A text message is not really a chat.
Yeah, so yeah, I was thinking it might still be a little kind of, yeah, it might not be a little involved to have a built-in chat. So I put 2.
Yeah. Instead of sending, because if they receive a
Unless
text message from a random number, they're just gonna think it's spam, right?
unless you're using the email chat messages, but I think
Nobody
we'll
uses
have
that. Nobody uses that.
So given that, Puneet, are you good with 2? Right.
Yeah, in that case, like that would be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, it sounds like it's more involved. Okay. As a learner, I want to see my postings. So I want to see a view of all the postings I've made as a user. Oh, okay. Missing one more. Okay. So I see 2, 2, 2. All right, 2 it is. Yeah. As a learner, I want to have all information about the listed books. So I just need to make sure that the posting, so this is not my posting, but any posting, right, has the following fields: book title, author, ISBN, price, and seller name. Yeah, just waiting on one more. Okay, I see 2 across the board again. Let's continue. As a learner, I want to be able to search for books using ISBN to make sure I'm buying the correct textbook for my class. So, searching for something via ISBN. Okay, just waiting for one more. That's 3, 3, and 2. Puneet has 2.
Yeah, so I gave the 2 because in this one we just like he wants to, search for the books using the particular category. So while we are making a search filter, like we just need to, create a filter for that.
What do the others think about that?
Yeah, that's true. We only need to create a filter, but I just think it's a little more work. So I thought it might take longer.
So we're back. So Puneet needs to go to work, so he'll be dropping off. He might join us later, but we're just going to continue. So last where we left off was we had a couple estimates. Puneet had the 2, the rest of you had 3.
I think 3 should be fine because I do think it's a little more work to get that search, make sure it works and everything.
Yeah, search functionality is a little complicated to implement. Yeah.
Okay. As a learner, I want to create an account. Remember, this goes beyond learner. So this is any account creation, all account creation. So I'll actually add that because this was missed. Test with all different roles. So this will be all different roles. Okay, I see 1 and 2.
Yeah, I guess, I was thinking, it might still take a little time just to make sure everything's working properly. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Testing might actually take a bit of time. So
because the flow might potentially be a little bit different on what they ask and stuff too, like in the reservation form, right?
Yeah. I'm fine with 2 here.
2. Okay. As an administrator, I want to remove fake listings. So test by removing a listing from the listing page.
Um, just give me one moment for this. Okay.
All right, I see 2 for both. Sanjay, that second 2 is for this one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. See 2 for both. So you guys think you can get these done in 2 hours?
Individually, yes.
Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, good. um, as an administrator, I want to look up orders so I can resolve customer queries. So this is like test by searching using an order number and test by sending a response to the customer and making sure the response is delivered to the correct email address. Oh. I see 3 for both. So,
okay.
As a bookstore owner, I want to create a catalog of books that I cannot sell physically, including information such as the title, author, publisher, publication date, and ISBN number. So here we want to test by posting books with details and a catalog. I think Purodhika was the one who made it, so I might not be able to answer too much questions about this, but some sort of collection around the book set. So not just
more
the
like
listing.
a playlist, I'm thinking.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I see 4 and 3.
Yeah, I
4.
was actually debating 4 as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
In
so
that
4 is
case,
4 is fine. I
we'll
can go
do
with 4.
4 points. Yeah.
I do maybe want to do triangulation now. We have
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll just see a few. So we'll take a look at so have all information about a listed book. So this is like seeing the listing, right? The listing view and stuff like that. And that's more work than sending an email to the customer.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing information, yeah.
And then just take a look at some of these postings. We have more now, but these are around the same. All these 2 point stories, seeing the posting, seeing the information about the listed books, and then this would be when you click in, right? This is kind of the difference between these 2 stories.
Yeah.
So, oh, and only your postings, but yeah.
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 Yeah, so 2 points are fine, I think.
Okay. So, I guess we want to compare these 2 and see if they are around the same work. So, searching for ISBN and looking up orders.
Yeah, I think those very very similar.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm almost.
it might be 3.5 or 4 for the queries one because we are also sending an email.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't really understand this. Is this because this is a different functionality altogether? Like sending, like messaging customers, right? Like that's kind of different than looking up and resolving.
Well, I
I
guess
mean,
you
it
still
says
want to update the customer on the issue query.
So
yeah.
I agree it's part of the flow, but I wonder if we want to separate this out into another story. Just like how, delivery admin had contact the customer via email. It doesn't say why, right? It's just he wants to be able to do it.
Yeah, maybe that and this story is almost similar. So
Because if you have it for this, then
yeah, we can just remove it from here.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just do for both roles.
Yeah.
Kind of make that clear, and then I'll remove this one from the test acceptance.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Continue triangulation. What about these? Creating a catalog of books, seeing and editing any active order. These two are around the same.
Create a catalog and see.
I think so. It might even be like bigger than that, but 4 seems okay.
Reasonable, that's fine.
We have listing a book. Where's listing a book? Oh, here, right? Does this make sense? Listing a book and kind of listing a book, but with the catalog added a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it might be more than 4.
But assuming this is done already, you wouldn't have to recreate the wheel, right?
Yeah.
A part of this form will still be used. It's just that there's some additional things that probably need to be configured.
Well, if creating a catalog is just adding the already posted listings to, a catalog, if you already have the postings, you just need to like merge them into a catalog, then this should go down to 3, even 2, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that catalog means like if it would integrate into the bookshop's inventory system, like if they could just kind of send like a XML file or something like that and it uploads something.
I don't see it in the acceptance criteria of
Yeah,
checking that, so I don't think so.
Yeah. So that's just one way to implement it would be to add a field to the listing page and just say if you want to add it to a catalog. And as soon as you post it, it will be added to the catalog. So I'm thinking more of like a playlist, right?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So if we are not including the listing part into the creating a catalog, then this should go down to 3, maybe even 2.
Okay. I don't think, because it's duplicate work, right? We would never do 2 sort of posting forms just because you want to create a catalog with one of them.
Yeah.
All books are available for cataloging. And you just
just specifically if it's fiction, physics, something.
like you can group them according to whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Grouping existing books or posting new ones. Okay, do we want to change this then? So this is really just the option to group them, like you said, in a playlist, either when for existing listings or in
while
when you're posting
posting
new ones. Yeah, while posting them for the first time.
So yeah, maybe then it should go down to 2. What about you, Sanjay?
Sanjay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 2, yeah.
I also see Puneet is here, but Puneet, if you're driving, then I don't think you should be here.
Yes, I'm driving, but I cannot give my input. But if someone can read it out, like I I cannot skip the work.
Okay. Sure. As a reader, so I think we're done with the triangulation, right? Unless somebody had any other concerns.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. As a reader, I want to be able to search for books using the book title or author name so that I can have a wider variety to browse through. So the acceptance criteria here is you want to test by searching for the book using a book title or author name. And you also want to check if results show similar titles. I do have a question about this. Also show this is like algorithm suggested books. Is that what you were thinking of?
I think so. Yeah.
This is different though, because this one is just searching for book title or author name. So this is more like a filter, right? But then
So I
this
was
is like
thinking,
algorithm. Yeah.
like Amazon, how they would show like similar products, similar
Mhm.
could show at the bottom like suggestions,
Right.
similar.
Okay, and so I see estimates of 4 and 3. Do you think that's enough to build an algorithm of suggested books?
Yeah, maybe,
Actually,
maybe.
instead of the estimate, I was thinking we should split it into 2 stories
Mhm.
and have, like show suggested books,
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
right? And that can be a different implementation with a different estimate.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that would make more sense.
How does that look? Look good?
Yeah.
Search results, maybe, just to
Uh,
be clear.
Mhm.
good. We'll talk about this one later.
Yeah.
Almost want to move it all the way down to could have.
Yeah,
But
this should be could
Yeah,
have. Yeah.
yeah.
okay, good. Thank you for agreeing.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, s- so this is just like searching by author name and book title, so that you can have more to browse through.
Yeah. So we're
Okay.
sending again, right? So
Yeah, good. Thank you. 3 points
oh,
for both. As a learner, I want to be able to sort listings by cost. So we want to acceptance criteria is like being able to configure the search results so that we can search by price. Or not search by price, but like sort by price. I see 3 points, so that's what we're gonna go with. Thank you. Uh, um, as a learner, I want to check my delivery status. So I want to see like a pending order, all my pending orders, and be able to check that the status there's like statuses that change: ordered, shipped, delivering, and delivered. Two from Suk and 3 from Sanjay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking because then I saw like status ordered, ship, delivering. So I was thinking that might involve a little more testing to ensure it changes properly to ordered, ship. We can update it properly.
yeah, I agree with that point. It should be 3. Yeah.
3 points it is. All right. As a learner, I want to receive an email confirmation of the order and status. Just
And
of order.
status as
I
well.
don't know what
Yeah.
I meant by that. Yeah, it's just the email orders. The status should always be like
Yeah, I
ordered
guess.
or something. Yeah. 1 from Suk and 2 from Sanjay.
Yeah, I just thought we have to make sure it has email no terminates it just to make sure it works properly. But yeah, one should be sufficient, I think, for this.
Well, there are actually, I was leaning towards 2 because there are a lot of tests. Like we have 4 tests to run.
Quite a lot of tests. Yeah. Accuracy.
So
Yeah, two. Yeah, two is
yeah,
good.
maybe 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you might encounter some issues with like the API and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a bookstore owner, I want to be able to get discounts for bulk orders. So this is just for the bookstore account. They have like a little message saying what discounts are available is for them. Yeah.
Uh, hmm.
I see 3 for each.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
I wasn't sure, but sure.
Yeah, I think it is a little work there to make sure the discount is specified.
Yeah. As a reader, I want to review my orders before paying for them. This is the order summary page. I want to be able to see my total before proceeding. 3 from Sanjay and 2 from Suk.
Yeah, just wanted to be safe, the calculations and thing might, take a little more time. But
well, I'm thinking that most of the order details are pretty
Right
much
there.
already there.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. Just the
Right?
calculation, just adding,
Yeah, it's just calculations. There's
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that an order summary might show, right? Everything else will be pulled from the listing itself. So
Yeah, so yeah, 2 should be sufficient.
2. All right.
well, we have a lot of twos.
Yeah, which is good because I think our weekly velocity or whatever is going to be quite low. So
Mhm.
having these smaller ones is nice. Okay. As a delivery admin, I want to see which payment method the buyer has selected. So we're talking about like prepaid delivery or cash on delivery. So
So they'll have to upload their credit card information.
this is more about seeing. So like if they
Oh,
look at an order, like does it show if it's prepaid or does it show as cash on delivery? I think those are the 2 options that's been given here.
okay.
Yep. I see 2 for both. Okay. Good. All right. Almost done, boys. As a reader, I want to ensure that the book I buy is delivered in good condition. So what we're talking about here is in a posting, there's a checkbox, right? And we want to make sure that that checkbox is available. I should say like guarantee, the quality guarantee option is functional and it'll work,
Yeah, I have a question about this, but I'll ask after estimates.
Sure. Okay. So Suk 1, Sanjay 2.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just want to know if we are only adding the checkbox or are we also dealing with the quality check as well? Is
I
that part
guess
of
Would the delivery ad clerk do that, right?
yeah, but that's happening off website. But
Mhm.
like in the sense of like it should kick off whatever backend workflow you need to get that portion
Chat
going.
box, chat.
exactly?
Yeah. So
So
like the
it's
functionality of the button. I guess I should mention that button starts quality check workflow. And I think maybe more importantly, or maybe equally important, adds fee to subtotal price. That'll need to be added in as well, right?
yeah.
There'll be some implementation that's required, not just a checkbox.
Yeah, then there should be two.
Okay.
Oh, so there's an additional fee to ensure it's in good condition, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
like the service we offer. Still 2 is good, Sanjay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mm. As a graduate, I want to receive payment for my books. So, so are you imagining this goes directly to an account, Sanjay? I think you're the one that wrote this, right?
Yeah. I was thinking it might, but I guess that'll be hard to test for us. So.
I'm also not sure how we can handle payments. We'll give them the option to go to a third party portal, but not sure how we're gonna regulate the flow of money, right?
Hmm.
Would we kind of use PayPal, just PayPal or something?
Yeah, or credits, or which then need to be like redeemed or something.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, we had this in the third party side of things, right? We're not implementing the payment ourselves. We're only directing them to a third party payment portal.
Mhm.
So receiving the payments is their responsibility. We just need to give them a redirect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, but we
I
have
mean,
like we have the record of whether the book is bought though, so they can't just go to
yes,
the bank and go.
yes, of
So
course.
I'm trying to wonder. I'm not too sure either. I think this might be a spike, right? Our first spike, which means we'll probably need to research further before we can do some sort of estimate. Estimate later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might want to put this off. Yeah.
Okay. We'll just move this over here for now. Actually, I'll keep it in should have.
Mhm.
Okay. So as a learner, I want to communicate with the owner of the book via chat. So this is the user
we
communicating
did.
with another user via chat.
Okay, different chat. Right.
That's the difference here. Maybe there is no difference, right? But you tell me. I don't know. I see 2 for both. So 2 points it is.
It might be a different chat box. Like the interface. Well, the interface UI wise will be the same, but the functionality is very similar to the ones we have for the delivery admin as well. So it's gonna take the same time.
Yeah.
Just different people.
Right. Right. Okay. As a graduate, I want to compare prices in my books to find a competitive test. So search for a specific book. The same book should be from other sellers should be displayed in order to. So what's happening here? Is this just a simple search kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it's kind of a search just to like compare. Yeah, it looks like a search and then listed by prices, sorted by prices. And
So I actually have a question about this story. So if this is a simple search function, if we search for one book, there might be hundreds of sellers selling the same book. So are we going to see hundreds of listings for one search?
wondering, prices.
Like imagine if you're a buyer and you search one book and you just see 100 listings of the same book. How do you decide which one to buy?
You could sort by price, I guess. Sort by price lowest to highest, highest to lowest, or by relevance, I guess.
We have that covered in another story, in terms of like
Okay.
searching by a book and then filter by price, or not filter, but like sort.
Yes,
I think usually how search goes is like that's something you need to decide, but like I think usually it's like, get the first 50 results and then ask for more as necessary through pagination and those kind of things that we.
Okay.
Yeah.
but
that
I
might
was
require more
wondering-
work from your side to implement that sort of thing. Right?
I was wondering if this site would kind of suggest a price based on the data for similar books, because like there's somebody wants to sell books, so they might not know how much to put their book for, so they want maybe match a similar price. So they might
So are you saying this is more like
for the
when you're
seller,
posting a book, once you put in the
posting a
title,
book for sale.
So it gives you a suggested price?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is different then, because you're not searching then, right?
Yeah. So the
Is
testing
posting
criteria
a
needs to
book.
be changed. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Post a book with some information.
I wonder if
and
they
then
could have searched for it just to get. I guess that would be a different workflow.
it's just that they can search anytime. Like they can just, as a buyer, right? They can search and do whatever they want with that information.
Technically, do that on their own.
Yeah. That's why.
This is a
So maybe the test should be something like uh, make sure you can see a suggested price. Yeah,
Is
exactly.
accurate. And viewable. Visible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick with it.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So this is like in the form when you're posting the books, you should be able to see somewhere that says the suggested price of the book you're trying to post. Okay, I see 4 from Suk and 3 from Sanjay.
Yeah, it might be 4 because you still gotta kind of grab that price and it's a little more involved. Yeah, so that
Because
should be
for this one, you both have to search and you have to sort with pricing, and then you have to average those pricing to give a suggested price, right?
oh,
Probably even
that's true.
identify outliers and remove them from the suggested thing and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
And also like I mean this would like if they don't want to put in the title, for example, does that mean they don't get a suggested, right? Maybe we can provide based on other information and then it's like constantly being updated as you go or something. But
Well, without a title, I don't know how that would be possible. But
yeah, me
Just have to
neither, to be
search
honest.
or
Maybe title's mandatory. But,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
That would
that's
make it
3, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's because you have it highlighted. That's fine. All right. As a reader, I want to be able to sort books using categories and genres so that I might be able to find new books that I like. So this is just another sort of sorting or filtering, I guess, in this case, by category and genre. In fact, I'm going to say that, filter.
get is here on his foods. Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna be great.
3 from Suk and Puneet and 2 from Sanjay.
Yeah, I guess maybe I underestimate because I was thinking we have a search ready, but yeah, this wouldn't be using that necessarily. But yeah, I guess I'm fine with more time, with it.
I was thinking, did we already have a sorting?
Yeah, similar.
This is the one. This one here.
Yeah, so exactly that's why I put 3 because it's similar to searching. It's sorting might be a little harder to implement because we're comparing multiple fields, possibly, depending on how many filters you put in.
But yeah, it looks like
Right.
3 based on triangulation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah. All right. Okay, we're done. I mean, I still have a little bit of time. Oh, we have 9 minutes actually. Do we want to try to estimate these as well? We don't have to, I don't think.
I don't know.
You know what? Let's bang them out. Just because it will help us for our next phase. So to have these estimates in. So
Okay.
this is double factor authentications, the functionality and the option to do it.
So this will be for any user?
Yeah.
Just a learner? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe I should start changing these names.
User?
Yeah. Yeah, any account really. Double factor. Okay, we see Silk has 2, Sanjay has 3. Is that right?
I had 3 before, so
Yeah.
I don't mind going 3. So
Oh, Puneet has
Yeah.
2. Okay.
I thought it might be a little involved with double factor.
yeah, double factor authentication requires a lot of things to be checked out. Testing is harder as well, so
Okay.
so maybe 3 is better. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with 3. And then as administrator, I want to be able to monitor sales so that I can track revenue. So this is like, on a monthly, annual, biannual, whatever way, but we want to get a list of the prices. Sanjay, you did 3 for this? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, it's so hard to keep track, so no faster.
Yeah, no worries.
Suk is 3 as well.
Yep.
So go with 3. Um,
Oh.
Oh, that's before.
mm. As a learner, I want to save my payment information to reuse next time I make a purchase. Two. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be saying it out loud. And 2. Okay. Yeah. Just remember, this does include flow too, right? Like, so if we add this, we might need to, include that option when they're checking out and things like that. So, it might be a little bit involved, but
Well, I would say it's just a trigger with the checkbox for that one.
right.
So,
Not like that much work, but like a
Yeah.
couple pieces of code logic, probably.
Mhm. Yep.
As a reader, I want to see suggested books in search results. Remember, this is the algorithm. So,
Oh, yeah.
like not like, oh, just give them some similar titles. Like, this is like algorithmically, we need to analyze the data patterns and give them a recommended or suggested book. Okay, so we have 5 from Suk and then 3 from Sanjay.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess yeah, it might be more time. Yeah, 5 is I'm good with 5. So
Yeah.
It's because algorithms are very complicated.
okay,
Yeah, I think so as well. It depends on how we want to implement it, right? But if we want it to be like,
I mean, of course, if we want the app to be, functional, we need it to be perfect. So,
yeah, perfect. Okay, aim for perfection. Okay.
well, not perfect, but at least like
yeah.
good enough, right? So
Yeah.
it shouldn't generate complaints.
Yeah. Like, this isn't what I want. Why are you always showing me stuff I don't want?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Oh,
So
and then can it learn then AI?
oh my God. Okay. Maybe in 2.0 we'll so as a bookstore owner, I want some sort of verification system on my account so that buyers can be confident in my listings. So this will include a validation form, including, some sort of backend approval process. That can be manual, but by the way, it doesn't have to be fully automated or anything, but you need to build out that structure. And then we need to test to make sure that the quality guarantee button is now disabled for their postings because they're verified. They don't need to have that feature. Okay, so Suk says 3 to 4, and then Sanjay says 4. So are we good with 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I guess we put the long ones in could have, eh?
Yeah. There we go. And we are done. So just a spike on this one for how do we do payment related stuff.
Yeah. We need to look that up more.
Why do we not have a similar one for paying for books? Did we just straight up miss that as a story?
Probably. I mean, if the buyer is getting a book for free, then
Yeah, as a planner. 2 buy books.
Wait, the test is alternated, no?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Shouldn't the test for receiving should be deposit funds?
Receiving. Yes.
All right, deposited to their account instead of withdrawn.
Yeah. Well, withdrawn from the user's selected payment method, but deposited to the. Yeah.
Do we
So then
need
we
to
can just get rid
triangulate
of
as
this.
well?
Hmm?
Do we need to triangulate again?
We don't need to, because like that was supposed to be at the edge. We already did a bit of triangulating as we
Okay, yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
It's too much, right? Like, how can we?
Yeah.
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 I think we're good. We have 1:30 left on the call. So, any
Yeah.
last issues?
No, I think this is good.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Guys, thank you. Bye.